Oh my God.
Yay! Shanley!
Girlfriend, I have never heard you sing better, my love. Kill it like that. Yes, love it. Amazing.
Jennifer, where do you guys know each other from?
Shanley and I just met this summer. She was doing this International Summer Festival of Morelia, and she started taking voice lessons with me. Well, Shanley, how many weeks ago? A month ago? 5 weeks ago? Oh my God. Getting that larynx down, oh my God, I die for you right now.
There's so many things, right?
Oh my God, so many things. The chest voice has come in amazingly. The top is amazing. There's no air coming through the middle. Jesus, Mary, I am just dying for you right now. Amazing. Amazing, 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 honey. All right, I'm going to Loren because
you know what? I'm just curious. And so, Shanley, how long have you been working on this particular piece, or what's your history with it?
So, my history is that I've been living in Europe for the past couple years, and I'm home due to the coronavirus. Hopefully going back soon. And I had this piece as a Zwischenfach. That was really what I was going for, but over the last year, it's just my voice has just developed, and I'm only doing mezzo-soprano repertoire right now, and really only doing repertoire that just feels good in the voice. And this piece has been like my saving grace because it is really for the big dramatic lyric mezzo and also for the, crossover soprano. And so I've always felt this piece as like my safe space.
What I think is so phenomenal about this piece in particular is how it's really written in 3 parts, and each part is meant to like build. It's like a really well-written commercial. It's like each part is built to like make maximum impact at the end of the message. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So figuring out how she starts and how she keeps layering on the text and the emotion to get all of what's sitting in her soul out of her is a really important arc to be on. And that's why figuring out where she is at the beginning is not like Loren Meeker would want to tell a story, but is right for this more reserved girl who's fighting so many things and so many of the choices that have been propelled around her. Okay, also, I think it's part of that, like we're hitting like ultimate verissimo, like we're just hitting the beginning of that style of writing, right, within this piece. And what's maximum important, and you're already on this train, I just want you to keep riding it, is that stylistically what's happening here is there's a piece of text connected to every note that is pushing towards a dramatic climax at the end. Mm-hmm. So as if text wasn't always important to analyze, you as an actor propelling yourself through this piece have to put that emotion and those choices onto your text in a way that keeps cranking it forward to get to the end of your aria, okay? So even with that in mind, Shanley, what would you say, you know, where we start and where she just started in the aria up to now, if you were to put like an emotion or a color or an adjective or a verb on that first part, how is it changing now that we're about to dump into the next text?
I would have to say that I think it's like a checker game. Honestly, she's trying to get across the board, but she can't go too far without Mama Lucia completely just giving up, like being like, he wouldn't do that, don't talk to me. So that, I guess I see that. I don't know if that does that kind of answer what you were asking?
It does. And you also dipped into something that I think is interesting, because I always wonder, I'm like, why is she telling the mother of the dude all this information? For me, only for me, I think there has to be a bond between you and Mama Lucia as well. Mm-hmm. She almost needs to feel like a mother figure for you, which actually, if we're talking about heightening stakes, that's like even worse. You can't even just go to your lover's mother and be like, dude, this is what he's doing. Because you're divorced from her. She's actually as important in your world as he is, as your faith is, as are the choices that you've made. Be more specific, Shanley. When she, you, the character, is brave enough or needs to look right at Mama Lucia in this, because I want to do the same section again. When she's brave enough to look, when her emotions or thoughts of love or him pull her away, and then when she needs to drive that energy back onto her. And I'll give you a hint, it's going to match your high notes. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and I think where she's not in a place, Shanley, if you can, I don't think she's in a place here yet where she stops at center. I think she's either on Mama or she's torn and thinking about him and exploring that, and then has to reattack. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. You get a little, she's going to get a little lost if she's in the middle on that. Yeah.
Okay.
Try one more time.
Awesome. I'm so sorry to do this, but we have to move on to the next singer. So Shanley, this definitely finish this section and kick its butt. And then I'm so sad we have to do it, but we do.
I understand completely.
Thank you, honey.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you. This really helped. This really helped. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, Shanley, you got it. Just pick those points of focus and ride. You know it. You know it. You just have to like dive in and be specific. That's fantastic.